guys, Horatio here. Let's do that again. Hey guys, Horatio here, and today we have another Kamen Rider review. Today it will be the SH Figuarts of Kamen Rider Ixa. It is the first edition, and the first edition did come with a limited edition stand, so you'll get to check that out. It's a really, really fun toy. He's one of my favorite Figuarts, actually. I really enjoy playing with him, and I'm really excited to finally get to share him with you guys in review form. So let's take a look-see. And here we are with Ixa in his packaging. You can see by the obi down here that he is the first edition, which did mean he came with a limited edition stand. Not the coolest first edition accessory if you're used to things like Onk or how the Go-Kaigers are going to be coming with ship's wheels, but pretty cool. It's got a quote on it. On the back we've got him in his various poses. So, now that we've taken a look at the packaging, let's get him cracked open. Bam! So here we are with Ixa fresh from the packaging. And as with all Figuarts, he comes with a variety of accessories, more than most actually. He comes with the fists he is wearing, as well as a matching set of gripping hands for holding his various weapons, and the ever-present rage hands. He also comes with an additional head with the eyes closed. Comes with all of his delightful little belt accessories, including the half of his belt and the other half for him to hold. And then he comes with his two weapon forms. So now that we've seen all of his accessories, oh, and lest we forget, the first edition stand complete with quote is just a white Figuart stand, but it's very handy to have if you're short on stands like we are always. So now let's bring him up and take a look at him. Woo! Can get nice and close. You can see he's got the beautiful compound eyes effect as we tilt him in and out of the light. And there's a lot of beautiful paint and molding on the head, as well as his chest. Some very lovely, very subtle molding. Got beautiful shoulder pads. The paint is just highly detailed, and the molding is exquisite. They captured a lot of really minute details that normally a lot of toys wouldn't bother to work on. So it's very nice to see it done. Bring him up from behind. And now let's take a look at his posability, his movement. His head is a little bit hampered, but relatively unhampered by his helmet and his collar. His shoulders aren't too hampered by the shoulder pads since they do flip up. We've got our nice elbow joint and a relative amount of wrist mobility. Got the ab crunch, which is relatively unhampered, less hampered than it often is at least. And the hips. Nice bit of hip movement, double knee joint, ankle movement, and the toe joint, of course. So now that we have seen him in all of his glory, of which there is quite a great deal, he's very lovely, let's take a look at a couple different poses with him. And here we are with a nice pose with his sword. You can see I switched out one hand for an open hand in order to hold the blade. And then he's also got all of his belt accessories in place. It's a nice pose. It is one of the ones suggested on the box, so you can see I wasn't being totally creative with it. But it is a very nice generic pose. He stands very well. His legs are so beefy that he doesn't have the difficulty that some of the other Figuarts, including, say, the double Figuarts have, where their legs are a little bit wispier, and they're a lot harder to balance. He's very, very easy to balance, and very easy to pose without a stand. Which is sad to say when he comes with his own stand. Alrighty, so let's try one more pose. And bam. No, none of my fancy cutaway, because this action figure is so heavy, he's actually pretty darn hard to balance on his stand. I tried to go for a kind of jumpin', blam, 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 like he's jumping between boxes in a crowded warehouse, kind of old cop movie style. You can see I switched out his head, added the gun, added a rage hand. So there is that. It definitely, the shame of Ixa, I mentioned that he's very heavy and that makes him easy to pose without the stand. The shame of that is that it makes him kind of difficult to pose with the stand. He's so heavy that the stand likes to either fall apart or tip over as you're trying to pose him in it. Very gently rotating it so you can get the full view of this. And I will lift him up and bring him up to see up close. See, since you didn't get to see the close-up of that head the first time, there's that head in all of its glory. All of his very finely detailed pieces. Overall, he's a very, very pretty Figuarts. He's one of the best ones in our collection, in my humble opinion. I'm a really big fan of this toy, so I highly recommend picking it up if you're able to find him. He is an older release, but he's definitely worth the extra money that's typically paid for older releases. So, this is Horatio signing out. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, like, favorite, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And I'll look forward to seeing y'all at the next review.